What's up, you guys? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Wanted to pull a few cards. I promised my kids tonight that I would play a game after I did this, so I'm actually going to keep it quick. I'm going to call in the angels, the ancestors, spirit guides, ask that I be used tonight to deliver a message to whoever needs to hear it, and that the message be clear and concise and helps to bring clarity to any situation that the viewer clicked on this reading for. And I ask that everybody that's here be filled with the love and peace and joy of God, and that it's a positive experience for all. Amen. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to start with the Energy Oracle. I've enjoyed using this deck and then clarifying with the other ones. So, Spirit, what do we need to know this evening? Woo! Okay, so somebody that's watching right now is dealing with some heartache. Let's get some more, but that could be a broken heart from losing. It can be from losing a pet, grieving, the loss of a long-time career. It can be the loss of a relationship. It can be the loss of really anything in your life. A lot of things can break our hearts, right? Especially if you have any sensitivity. It can be a journey. Spirit, what do we need to know about this broken heart? I don't think I've ever gotten that card in this deck. Of course, the Three of Swords in the Tarot, but this is number 9, if anybody's going to be tracking the numbers. Speaking of numbers, today, what was I seeing a lot? I took notes in my iPhone. I was seeing 222, 144, 369, 1188. That was an interesting one. I see 911 all the time. That's nothing new. Spirit, what do we need to know about this broken heart? What can we tell the viewer? Caring connections, number 14. So what I got immediately with this is that look for the caring connections that are still present in your life, and really lean on those right now, especially if you're healing from a broken heart. It can be easy to want to isolate. It can be easy to want to just, curl up in a ball and not come out of your room. But I feel like Spirit's asking whoever's resonating to really, and if you say to yourself, well, I don't have any caring connections, that's the problem. Maybe you have a pet, maybe you have a niece and nephew, maybe you have a sibling, a coworker, anybody that you feel like has a genuine, caring heart, and would be a support for you right now. So we got number 14. Spirit could also be saying that we see your broken heart, we love you, and we are sending in caring connections to help you on this leg of your journey, and to have faith and trust in that. And that can be all kinds of connections, And Spirit works in mysterious ways. You could have a new neighbor move in next week that becomes your bestie, Or start a new job and you just absolutely love the environment and you love all the co-workers and they go out and do things together. So Spirit says caring connections are on the way to help you heal your broken heart. What else, Spirit? We got 2. Shamuel is coming out in so many readings. So we've got the solar plexus chakra, 3rd chakra, number 37, and victory. So we got 1010 coming out here together. So I feel like this is saying, you know, you're going to start to feel your light again. You know, what feels heavy and dark and overwhelming right now and feels like the end of the world. I feel like Shemuel is here to say, you know, the light will return, the light within you, and that we're holding you and supporting you, and you will have a victory over this season of your life that may include a broken heart, and that won't be forever, and that victory's on the way. And to look for, I just heard too, like, look for the small victory. So maybe like you go a week where you feel really, really bad, but then you have an amazing day, and it's just like, that's a victory. That's a step towards healing, you know, where you feel like yourself again, where you have a good conversation with somebody, or where you know, have a surprising check in the mail. Who knows? You know, like, be grateful for the small victories, because they're leading you to a really empowered state where you're strong in yourself, you're strong in your energy, and you're back out there in the world. Okay? Anything else from this deck, Spirit? The Sun, number 1. So whoever this message is for, you are so loved and cherished, and the Sun is coming back into your life. Spirit is promising it. And just keep going, you know. There's been so many times in my life where I thought, like, I just kind of threw up my hands and thought, I can't do it anymore. Like, my heart cannot break any more than it's already been broken, you know, in all kinds of ways, like losing my dad, relationships falling apart, you know, losing pets, like, just that pain, you know, I know well. And I feel like Spirit just wants to encourage whoever's listening and resonating to just keep going no matter what. Don't give up, you know. You never know what the next day can bring. Like, miracles can happen overnight. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? And I'm sending you love. And I'm sending you a big old virtual hug. Life's tough, you know. It can be. Shit, it can be that you're brokenhearted literally over the state of the world right now. And you're brokenhearted to see, you know, potential futures that aren't in alignment with how you envision the world can be. And that can be heartbreaking, especially if you're sensitive, you know. I mean, I think a lot of us, like, on some level, carry a bit of a broken heart, just because from the time we were little, we looked around and we were like, what is going on here? You know, why is there so much suffering? Why do people, you know, have no food when we live in this abundant world where Mother Nature provides everything that we need for sustenance and for nourishment? And there's people starving, there's people with no shelter, and there's so much suffering, you know. So this could literally just be that you are feeling brokenhearted, maybe because you feel like there's not anything that you can do. And I feel like Spirit's saying, you know, being the sun in this world, like being a sunshine in other people's lives, has a ripple effect. And that if you can just do that, you are changing the world. Even if that sounds cheesy or sounds whatever, it's not. Because who knows, the person whose day you light up, they could go home that day, and instead of, you know, getting in a fight with their wife because they're so stressed out from work, they're carrying that little bit of sunshine that you shared with them, and they have a pleasant evening at home instead of fighting over bills or whatever. That was the example that just came to me. So even in your own pain, the more that you can still try to help somebody else, at least I have found, it just helps. It makes you feel better too, you know. And it's not like you're doing it for that reason, but like it's just a natural effect. Anything else, Spirit? I told my kids 15 minutes, so we're at 10. Anything else, Spirit? Please and thank you. I feel like that's complete. And I'm actually not going to clarify with the double deck. I feel like that was a pretty clear message. To do another, let's see, number check. We do have 911 out here, which I mentioned earlier. But we've got a 9, a 5, and then 1, 10, 10, which is 111. I associate 111 with Archangel Uriel, so I feel like he's here too. So we've got a couple of archangels sending you love and protection and guidance, you know, and to call on their strength when you don't feel like you have the strength. You have to ask for their help, you know. They are able to help, but you have to ask. So let's get a couple of animals, and then I'm going to pull one of these little higher self cards. That's what I'm calling them. And it'll be a wrap. Which animals want to come out and support the viewers tonight? What animals want to come out and support the viewers? You guys have any plans for the 4th of July? We're going to a little cookout and swim party tomorrow night with my friend and her husband and their daughter, a couple other families. And I don't know if we're going to go do any of the big fireworks, but we'll probably get some sparklers or something. Squirrel, preparation. Get ready for big changes. Get ready to go from this. Be like the squirrel. Get prepared. There's going to be a victory. With caring connections, the sun will return. Your strength, your will to live, your will to, you know, take on a new chapter of your life is going to return. And Squirrel's just saying, prepare. Prepare a place in your heart, prepare, you know, your mental space. Let's see if one more wants to come out. Does anybody want to join the squirrel tonight? I have some huge old trees at this rental house, and in the mornings I love sitting outside with my coffee and just watching them race, and they'll jump, you know, from tree to tree, and they'll be way up high, and they can go so fast from the ground all the way to the top, and it's really fun to watch. Any other animals? We've got some crystal singing bowls tonight, by the way. I forgot to tell y'all. It's one that removes all negative energy. So there you go. I feel like one more wants to come out. Horse, freedom. And we ended with freedom last night with the Star Dragon card. You always have a choice. You have the freedom to take that next step, you know, to take the next step in healing your broken heart. If you're not resonating with the broken heart part, you know, I feel like prepare for changes and know that there are always changes that we don't have control over, but there's also changes that we do have a choice, and we can be free to take that chance and make that choice. I'm super connected to horses, so I love this, and I don't get this one very often. And I had a psychic one time tell me that I love to ride a white horse in heaven. So I love this one with the white horse. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's get a final closing message. Can't really shuffle these. There's just a handful of them. Make sure they're all fanned out. I think some of them are stuck. Okay. Spread them out. Oh, well, one of them just fell out on the bed face up. The lower the lows, the higher the highs. You know, that's that like rubber band effect, you know, and it's like when you have been to the depths, when you've been through the dark night, the emergence from that is all the more bright, you know. And, you know, this doesn't mean in some kind of like manic, like depressive, you know, where you're up and down, but this just means like when you're in those low points, when you're feeling like you can't go on, the other side of that is, you know, it's like the lower you went, or the depths of your soul that you went, then the higher you ascend. Let's get one more since that one just fell out. Whatever you choose, you always have a choice. Whatever you choose, make sure it makes you happy. Yay. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.